What about software? Like I can understand most of the enterprise tools are in your database. What if a software isn't in the database? Like how do you tackle that? Let's say I'm a new customer, it's like, hey, we got this tool, we use this, but it's not there. How do you tackle that? How do you handle it? And how fast can you onboard new software for one of your customers?
So the way our system works is it takes a fresh look every time it does anything. So it doesn't matter. Yes, it's great if it's in our database, but it's not really the key thing. So the research that we spin up happens in real time. So if you ask us a question today about a software, our research is as of today. It's not going back in the archives and finding whatever. So it doesn't matter. As long, our proposition is it commercially available? If you didn't make it yourself and somebody either gives it away commercially or you can buy it commercially, then it's accessible through Samplify.
Okay. And what about you raise a good point. Like commercial stuff, I imagine the data is available in any way or in some way or form. But what about proprietary software? A lot of businesses have proprietary tools that they use to either connect or to interface or to just utilize themselves. How do you handle those edge cases?
What we say to the customer in that case is, do you have documentation that we can look at? If you have sufficient documentation, then we can take it. Because what we're trying to do is, I don't know, I don't know that everyone knows this, but hopefully they'll learn it in this conversation. Going online and finding this information isn't as easy as it should be for three reasons. One, Google, Gartner, and G2 Crowd, the three Gs, their business model is to charge people like me money to advertise with them. So if I'm in a Gartner Magic Quadrant, I gave them some money. If I've got a great rating in G2 Crowd, I gave them some money. If my advert comes up higher in the Google search, I gave them some money. So when people are looking online, they're going to get the same problem again if they don't dig deep, which is most of the stuff you're looking at is an ad. It might not look like an ad, but it's an ad. So that's one of the hardest parts of this business and one of the hardest parts of doing it. And one of the things that's really slow, you have to go to the vendors. You have to go and look at a whole host of different data sets to get to the facts. What genuinely does this product do? What can it deliver on? And that's where our expertise comes in and where the time comes in if you are trying to do this yourself. It's actually not just going on to Gartner. Oh, what does Gartner say? It doesn't matter what Gartner says, because I can pay to be on Gartner. You have to actually go and find the information yourself. And that's why I said doing that POV is so important, because you can't fake a POV really. If you spend a month with someone and you're using the tool, it either works or it doesn't work.
And it's just an email away. That's the thing I love. Honestly, that's the thing. That makes it so easy for everybody. It's like, yo, I'm just going to send an email to Sam. Sam's going to get back to me, and that's it. And suddenly Sam Altman's in your inbox, and he's giving you the
Exactly.
keys.
He's living the dream. Because you're right, because the thing is, and again, everyone does this. So every tool you buy, you've got to learn. I actually had HubSpot. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it's so complicated. I couldn't be bothered to learn it. So I moved to something called Close. So to me, I use Close as CRM. Why? Because it's so easy to me. But I think and I think you find that with lots of tools, you have to learn how to use it. With Samplify, we didn't want to make your life even more miserable. It's already miserable. I already have too much crap. I'm already getting bombarded by stuff. I don't have enough time. I don't want to have to learn something else. So we said to ourselves, how do you make it so that you don't have to learn anything? And you don't have to download anything. You just send it an email and it responds like a human, and you can send it an Excel spreadsheet and it'll give you an Excel spreadsheet back or a Google sheet or whatever you want. But the point is, it does Excel because that's how you do this stuff, and it talks to you on email because that's how you do this stuff.
You're making it a virtual assistant instead of software, essentially. You're making it
It's like having a new coworker, like a really incredible coworker. Yeah.
Exactly. That's working 24/7 for you and always available to get you anything you want in terms of these. Amazing. I mean,
And isn't trying to sell you anything.
yeah.
It's not trying to get you to do something. It's trying to optimize your ecosystem. But you can't advertise with us. Like we said, oh, you should move from this to Miro. No. It doesn't work like that. We don't care. We're going to say, what's the best system for your company, for your people, given what work you do? That's all we care about. So that makes a massive difference, because even, no disrespect to consulting firms, but consulting firms can have an agenda. Why? Well, if I'm a big consulting firm and I make money selling SAP, guess what? When I come to tell you what you should be doing, I'm going to
Yeah.
suggest SAP. If I work for IBM Consulting, how often do you think IBM Consulting recommends Salesforce instead? Never.
Never.
Do you know what I mean? And so that's the thing. So we don't have that bias. Sam doesn't have like a grandma that works at HubSpot that is trying to get you to use.
No, and I think that's a valuable point you make. I want to understand one thing. What is what's the holy grail? Like, how much can I save? Like, you bring in Sam. Like, what can I
Okay.
expect? And the max you've seen. I just want to go crazy.
So
What?
we worked with a company that you might have heard of called Volkswagen Financial Services. We saved them $100 million.
Okay, so Volkswagen Financial Services, meaning the
But it's
leasing
basically the
part.
finance of the back end, yeah. So that's a good example. But obviously, not everyone spends enough money to save $100 million. But think about it like this. So basically, we will guarantee to save you to identify 20%. And the reason I clarify identify is because you have to be bothered about doing something about this. We can find it, but if you cannot be bothered to do this, and you just, oh, it's too much hassle, then we can't help you. But if you actually want to make a difference, we give you your money back if we don't find 20%. Typically, our clients will save 5 to 10% because they'll execute on 5 to 10%.